Pick a number.
74. Hello?
Sorry.
Hey.
Bud rain spoilt all. The day began uncertain. I'm replacing all the D's with all the T's with D's and all the T's with all the.
Hello?
I'm replacing all the T's with T's and the D's with T's.
Okay.
So I shall start over.
Okay.
Bud rain spoilt all. The day began uncertain.
Wow.
The young folk held some hope out. Do each other.
Do you want to sit in the middle?
I can.
Okay.
If you want me to.
Because I'll have to get up and hit the...
Oh, yeah.
turn the camera back on
Good
every,
point.
15 minutes.
Dillwell doorward noon.
I'm
When
gonna speak
does-
like this. Just kidding.
Dorm
Not gonna do
diddled town. Yes, for there were due. The second
Where are you at right
I have no idea what you're saying.
round.
now? How long are you gonna go on?
I was gonna finish this paragraph.
This is too powerful, man. It's too emotional. Coming to overwhelm. I'm gonna cry. Oh, man.
Ton in T-Dale.
Wow. That was incredible.
Thank you so
Okay,
much.
I'll go next.
Okay.
Oh no.
I'm gonna do it and then I'm gonna start laughing because I've set myself up for failure now.
No, you haven't.
Shoot.
Avery, don't look at him. I'm not gonna look at
Yeah,
him.
just look straight ahead.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is Desert Places by Robert Frost.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes as such. Snow falling and night falling fast, oh fast. In a field I looked into going past. And the ground almost covered smooth in snow, but a few weeds and stubble showing last. Okay, that's all I'm gonna read.
Wow. That was really good, actually.
Yeah, thank you.
Is it my turn or is it your turn to It's my turn?
Hello?
Oh, we're already recording.
We've been recording.
Oh no. That's really incriminating.
When I clapped, that's when we started.
That was a while ago.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Sorry, I'll move that.
No, you're good.
Bro, you're disturbing her.
What's up, What's up, guys? Welcome back to Bean Juice. This is episode 6. How'd you?
Hello.
This is Bean Juice episode 6. We got a very special guest.
Again.
Part 2.
Yeah.
Again.
Hey, nice to be here.
Jason's back.
Thanks for having me.
We're just gonna hang out and chill and hang out and talk and read some Robert Frost, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Robert Frost.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a good time.
Yeah. Jason said he had a few points, a few questions, little topics.
Yeah, I have my little paper here.
He's got a
and-
little paper. The list that he said, I don't remember if you said this in the episode last time.
I think I did. That I forgot it at home.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't remember anything. Yeah.
He wrote down a little list and then he forgot it at home. He brought it.
Yeah.
He brought it this time.
I sure did. So, I hope everyone's ready. I'm gonna
ready.
get this out of my pocket because it looks a little tacky. There we go.
You look like what's his face from Blue's Clues.
Yeah.
That's just how
That
Steve
one guy.
Carell.
Steve
Steve
Carell.
Carell.
Yeah,
Hello?
Steve Carell.
He looks
from
like a
Blues.
Steve Carell.
His name is Steve,
We
right? Just not that
live.
Steve.
We just got a letter.
Oh shoot.
Is that for me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
I'm trying out a new style of necklace.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Do like?
What is this? Oh, it like.
Yeah, it's just flex ball chain.
Wow, I do like.
I'm glad you like.
Is this glass?
Only one way to find out.
Plexiglass.
What?
He said, "Chonk."
No.
Other things besides glass break.
It's like the scene
Uh-huh.
in Flushed Away.
When
Rita, y'all rubies are fake. Dunk. Look,
wouldn't
it's
have
fake. I
done
can
that.
show you.
It wouldn't have done that if it was,
Was
a
a
real
real
ruby.
Rita, I have plenty of rubies.
You're really digging in there, man.
Y'all want one?
Yeah.
Chocolate built bookie.
We got some Chips Ahoy.
You want a chocolate built bookie?
I'm good. Maybe later, though.
You want a chocolate built?
No.
Here's one.
Just one chocolate built.
Just one chocolate bit.
I'm gonna give you a chocolate built.
Alright. I mean, if you're gonna give me one...
Actually, no.
Oh,
It's
do you mean like a literal chocolate bit? Okay.
I just wanted to share.
I appreciate the thought. Thank you, though.
Oh.
Thanks. Well, I have my gum in right now.
Oh, that's true. Never mind. You can just give it back. I'll eat
Okay. I appreciate you trying, though.
Jason, do you have any hard-hitting questions to
Hard-
start us off with?
I wouldn't say hard-hitting, but no one can look at my paper, so I'm gonna,
Okay.
hold it right here.
I'll be looking at the wall the entire podcast.
Okay. I'll just look at this paper the entire podcast.
Okay.
Okay, question number 1. What are your all's opinions on the paranormal?
Ooh.
No.
Ghosts are real and you can't convince me otherwise.
I support that.
I have encountered ghosts.
Do tell.
Okay.
Are they nice?
For the most part.
Okay.
Good.
Like, a lot of people don't typically believe me. But whenever I joke around and I'm like, I'm an empath. Like, I genuinely do, like, feel other people's emotions to, like, a certain degree. Even if it's just, like, in media to whatever extent. Like, to the point where, like, if I'm watching a scary movie and say in that movie that person gets, like, stabbed in the gut, okay? Like, that exact same spot, like, on my body will, like, start hurting.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like that's gross, like, my stomach feels queasy. Like, I'll feel, like, a sharp pain in my body.
You told me about that. That's crazy.
And the first experience I ever had was when my mom first got remarried to my ex-stepdad, Rob. He had a brother that was, like, really big into motorcycles, right? And he got into a motorcycle accident and passed away. On our way to his cremation, my, like, the front of my head was, like, pounding, like, worse than any migraine that I've ever had, like, the most excruciating pain. And in my head, like, the word tumor kept bouncing around. And I don't know, I didn't know what was going on, but, like, I just kept thinking about tumors. Fast forward, like, 45 minutes when we finally get to the crematory. Is that what they're called? Crematory?
Crematorium, maybe?
Crematorium?
Maybe? I don't know.
The
I know what you're
cemetery.
talking about. The thing.
Where
the
they
place.
burn you. We get there, and, like, they're giving us the autopsy report. Apparently, he had 2 undiagnosed tumors in his head that nobody knew about.
That's crazy.
You can't tell me that wasn't his spirit trying to communicate with me after he passed on. Because, like, because he, like, you know those people, like, especially, like, in the older generation that are, like, vehemently against, like, doctors, don't like putting their money in banks.
Yeah.
He was that kind of guy. And, like, he would not go to the doctor, and he had 2 cancerous tumors they found in his head. My second encounter.
Ooh. Gotta clear your throat for this one.
I was at a Wendy's with my dad when he got, like, visitation rights, and he would get us on every Thursday and take me and my sister out to dinner. We're at Wendy's, and all of a sudden, as we're eating, I got, like, a huge, like, pain in my chest that felt like someone, like, ripped my heart out and then just, like, stomped on it. Excruciating. This old man in the booth next to us literally, like, fell over and had a heart attack. I don't know if that's premonition
What's going on?
or what.
Are you the one causing this?
Dude.
Like,
Una
you're
bruja!
doing it to this people.
No.
You're
you
like,
gotta
"Ooh,
lock
my heart
yourself
hurts."
up.
I don't know what it is. Like, I genuinely believe that, like, to some degree, like, because I'm not, like, I'm a very logical person. I'm not, like, like, big into, like, superstitions and stuff.
Yeah.
But, like, I do find it, like, more than a coinky-dink that, like, even with my sister, like, we're not twins, but, like, she will get sick, and I haven't heard from her in a few days, and, like, I will be feeling the exact same sickness, and then I'll call her, and she'll be like, oh, yeah, I've had, like, stomach, like, poisoning, like, food poisoning for the past 2 days. It's, like, whatever, like, person I'm, like, connected to in that moment, or, like, am just, like, connected to in general, it's, like, I, like, feel a subset of their pain for some reason. I don't know what it is, but I've also seen a spirit one time.
What do you look like?
It was my grandma.
Oh.
It was, like, I'm not even kidding. It was at the edge of my bed. Like, I woke up and I saw, like, an apparition, and I, like, felt safe. And, like, in my heart, I knew that it was my grandma. Like, I just knew.
That's crazy.
But it was my great grandma Hattie. Like, I had never met her before. She died, I think, a year after I was born. But do you ever, like, if I had to compare it to something, you have those dreams where you're, like, falling and then you, like, jerk awake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had something like that, but I couldn't actually recall my dream. I jerked awake, but, like, as soon as I woke up, like, I felt, like, warm and, like, comforted. And, like, at the edge of my bed, like, I didn't sleep with night lights or anything. Like, I could have swore I saw, like, an apparition of what was my grandma. Like, at the edge of my bed. And I blinked, and just like that, it was gone. So, y'all can't tell me spirits ain't real.
That's crazy.
Wicked.
Because I'm a firm believer that, like, there is, like, the natural nature of our earth. And I feel like souls are connected to that to some extent. If that makes any sense. Like, I feel like once we pass on, even if we go to, like, heaven or hell, that there's, like, remnants of us here. And I feel like some of us, maybe if we're just, like, more, like, emotionally keen people, are able to, like, sense those things more than others. I ain't saying I got a third eye or nothing, but
I think you're onto something,
I
man.
don't know.
sorry about that spiel.
No, that's wild.
You're good.
Y'all got any ghost stories?
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
I feel like... Well, I don't know. I do have one. I don't know. I don't know if it was a ghost. But I'm also trying to think, because I feel like something else sort of interesting happened once before. But, excuse me. So, anyways, I'll tell the one I can remember. And then maybe if I can remember the second one, we'll come back.
Okay.
So, it was a very spooky night on a narrow country road, right? Like, dead in the night, you know. Like, whoa, spooky. Anyways, we were driving down the road. My dad was driving, and I was in the back. And all of a sudden, it was like mist started to materialize. I know my dad saw it because he kind of almost swerved out of the way. And then, yeah, it was like, I don't know. It was a very oddly specific mist, you know? Does that make sense? Like, kind of human-sized almost. I don't know. Maybe that was
Spirit.
something. Could have been. What if a ghost crossed the road?
It was the spirit of a bear.
It could have been.
Avery?
And then...
Oh, no, sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, I
have
would.
the second
No.
story.
I don't have a second story.
Are you sure?
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there is something else, but now it's just gonna seem like I'm trying to make stuff up episodes. So.
No, man.
Yeah, you should go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything like that. I'm trying to think. I could. Okay, I'm gonna take a turn a little bit. Change the vibe of this conversation. I used to think that I
Hello?
I used to be really into Shane Dawson's ghost hunting videos when I was a kid. And so, after, like, watching those, I was, like, dead convinced that ghosts were real. And I was convinced that there were ghosts, like, in my house watching me, and it freaked me out. But, like...
Been.
But, like... That's my biggest, kind of, like, ghost era.
She was in her ghost era.
I was in my ghost era when I was like
I just feel
13
like
or 14.
There's too many stories, especially throughout history, with like people who use like Native Americans who like use spirits and like the way it's like interchanged in their culture and everything. I feel like there have been too many historical accounts of spirits for them to not be true to some extent. I feel like it would be ignorant to just think that like something quote unquote otherworldly like doesn't exist among us.
Yeah.
Because obviously everything that does have truth in it can get like spun into a lie and becomes like a part of media and gets stereotyped, and it's like the typical ghost hunting story, or like Casper the Friendly Ghost, or like things throughout history get captured by white media and turned into something else that it ain't. And so I do feel as though to an extent that there are spirits and that there are occurrences that are intertwined in a way that is in tune with nature. And because it is something that humans as more scientific creatures cannot study, we just kind of like make general assumptions about.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Also, quick side note to also change the attitude of the conversation. Casper the Ghost. When I watched that as a kid, and he turned into a human with that blonde hair and that little white flowy blouse.
Wait.
Casper was hot, girl.
Hey, yo.
Casper was hot.
Wait, I don't know what you're talking about.
Hold on.
Casper the Ghost, the
gaslighting us.
human?
Casper the Ghost, blonde human. It's like live action Casper.
Was it like the 3D animated Casper, or was it the 2D animated?
3D, I think.
Because I remember there was like an updated version of the
Casper the
show.
Ghost, live action, blonde male sled.
Live action, like human?
Yeah, like everybody else
I found
was
this on the web.
Oh.
Oh, what?
Um.
I didn't know there was a live action one.
Yeah, with like real humans and stuff.
Heck.
Oh.
Casper.
Where have you been, man? We've been out
This
of the
guy.
loop.
Yeah, girl. I thought he was hot.
That's okay.
Casper the Ghost.
He's got a
Blonde.
middle part.
Dude.
You didn't know any better at the time.
Here's a better picture of him.
Oh, okay.
He looked kind of Look, I watched this when I was like 8, and like he was like, him and Danny Phantom were like my awakening. I was like, oh, ghostly man, where slay. For those who want to know what Casper looked like,
She gonna show you. I was
Get ready.
thinking Casper the Ghost, like the show. Like this guy, and I was like, he turned into a human?
that's what he looked like in the live action. Like that was his ghost form. He looked exactly like that.
No,
but then he
he's a
busts
lot-
out looking like this.
He's a lot scarier in the live action. Wait, why did he get turned into a human? Or wait, he was a human and then he turned into a ghost, right?
What is going on?
Yeah,
That's what
so
happened.
basically, he had this spell put on him because he had a little crushy poo on this girl that was the same age as him. And he was like, man, what I wouldn't give to just be a normal human boy for another night. And then he danced with her or something like. Watch me be completely wrong, and that's not the plot at all.
We'll watch this later and fact check.
He like misses being a human,
Uh-huh.
and he's like, man, I'm Casper the Ghost, but I'm Casper the Human for one night. Slay.
I was thinking that was his human form and that he died and turned into a ghost. I was like, that's kind of dark.
No, that's what he did look like, though.
So he did. How did Casper the Ghost die?
How did Casper the Ghost die? According to the film, Casper was a 12-year-old boy living in Whipstaff Manor with his inventor father, J.T. McFadden. That's kind of rude. Until he died from pneumonia after playing out in the cold until it was past nightfall.
That sounds like his own fault.
It's kind of sad.
Fatso had a gangrene. What?
Whoa.
What?
What?
I'm sorry.
Who are these people? Who is Stinky?
Oh my gosh. Casper's father was arrested and sent into an insane asylum.
Why?
For his machine.
What was this machine? I'm kind of out of the loop.
I don't
here.
know, but that makes Casper even hotter because he's got like a tortured past. He's a tortured artist.
Why on earth? That's really sad. I never thought about that Casper was a child that died.
And he just wanted to be a child again so he could hang out with the girl that he liked. He's so real for that. Casper's so real for that.
Can't they see him though? He's the friendly ghost, and he like. hangs
Yeah,
out
but
with
don't no
people.
girl want to be dancing with some apparition.
There could be somebody out there.
Casper, slow dance with me.
Hello.
This dude.
That's two very different vibes, though. Casper the Ghost and Danny Phantom.
Hello.
Hello.
I don't know if y'all can see from that photo. But Danny
She's talking about
Phantom,
Danny Phantom.
Going ghost. I was about to say gotta catch 'em all. But
Gotta catch them
Bro.
all.
that's Ash Ketchum.
Danny Phantom.
Gotta catch 'em all.
Do you have any more ghost stories?
I do.
Oh.
I did remember
Woo.
the second one.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Okay. So, do you guys know where Lexington Green is? You like? Well, okay, you do. You probably don't. It's okay.
She knows more than I do. And she's lived here less than I have.
Oh.
But I'm
Well-
also
Not
directionally
really.
challenged.
Oh look. Anyways,
Lexington Green.
yeah, it's over by the mall, kind of like, well, not really over by the mall. Anyways, not important. My point being, trying to think of how long ago this was. Like, maybe, definitely more than 10 years ago. So I was a wee little child. They had this like Appalachian folk art exhibit, and they had a little. I don't know. There was this one sculpture of Uncle Sam, and it like really terrified me. Maybe, I don't know. I was a little kid, so maybe I was just like, oh, this is creepy.
Like the patriotic guy?
Yeah, the patriotic guy. But there was something about this version which was really unsettling. And it was like, I don't know. I haven't felt that. Like, I wasn't really scared, but I was. It's one of those things where you're like, ooh, I need to get out of here.
You felt it in your bones.
I did. I felt it in my bones. Was it something paranormal? I don't know. But,
Kids know.
so you're saying I do know?
Mm-hmm.
That's
You as
true.
a kid know.
It could have been something.
Those stories, if I ever have a kid and they are like talking to ghosts and stuff, I'm not gonna be able to handle it.
It's like how animals and kids are like so in tune, or like the best judges of characters. Like they immediately know when something's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So if my kids ever like, yeah, that man in the corner, and I look over and there ain't nobody there, I'm like, all right,
Ew.
We're leaving.
We're done.
we leaving. I don't care. We got 8 months left in this lease. We dipping. Gotta go.
8 minutes left.
That's
Not
his
8
house
months.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta blast.
Wicked.
Man.
Wicked.
There was this one time. This was like my first memory of a ghost, and I was like, "Oh, they're real."
Oh, sick.
I didn't see anything, but I was just chilling at my house with my family.
Mm-hmm.
It was around Halloween too, so I was like, "Oh,
Even spookier.
And we had this little pumpkin decoration out. It was this glass pumpkin with a lid on it, and my mom would put like candy corn in it.
I love candy corn.
Sorry. And and we were like hanging out in the kitchen or whatever. No one was like anywhere near it, and the lid just like flew off and like fell on the ground, and it was like secure on there, and we were like, what in the...
That kind of reminds me of another story.
Oh.
Yeah. Wow, they're all like
that are like unrefutable. And can't no gust of wind picked up a whole pound of a lid. And
yeah, it was like, and it was like one of those ones where like the top goes like this and the bottom goes like this. Like it was in there.
What he said.
Exactly.
What he said.
there was a time where I was taking a shower and there was a razor on the rack behind me, and like, hello.
Okay.
Yeah. Following along. And like the razor flew over my shoulder and landed like right in front of me.
That's a ghost for
Yes.
sure. Shower
How
ghost.
do you explain that? You can't explain it. There's nothing there which could have done that. Because it like had to be picked up and like
Yeah.
yeah.
We used to live in this old house. And people can say whatever they want about old houses. They make noise, they creak. Okay, but if you're the only person in the house and you're downstairs and all of a sudden you hear footsteps,
Oh yeah.
someone has to be up there to make those footsteps. Okay? The amount of times I heard like footsteps and like creaking noises, something has to be hitting parts of the house for you to hear the creaks. They don't just happen. Like, push up against your wall real quick, like flat up against it. Like that, like crinkling, like noise.
Yeah.
Like pressure being applied
Yeah,
almost.
like you have to press against it.
Mm.
And I used to hear those types of noises all the time.
That's freaky.
All the time. Whenever I was by myself.
Maybe there was just like raccoons living in your house.
That's what, because I complained about it so much. We had, we had an exterminator and pest control come out and check like the whole attic underneath the house. We had nothing. We didn't have termites. We didn't have mice, rats, raccoons, possums, nothing. Squirrel, chipmunk,
That's freaky.
bird.
That's bad.
That's on ghost. That's all I'm saying.
You're not saying, but you're just saying. Is it time for another question?
Yeah. You got anything else?
I do.
We spend a lot of time on ghosts.
What's a good one here? Don't look.
Can you see your list like that?
Yeah, I can.
I'm demolishing your cookies, by the way. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Bro.
They're yours now.
You want a cookie?
Chocolate bib.
You want a chocolate bib?
Well, shoot. One of the questions I had down, we kind of already talked about it. So, okay, let's change the subject. Are there any like dream destinations we all want to go to? You know, like one place in particular, just like whoa, yeah.
Avery, you go first.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go to like Japan
That's what I was
Or-
gonna say.
or Thailand or somewhere over there. I've never been on that side of the world. So I'd want to go over there.
Have you seen, for one of my English classes, our assignment was like picking a country and like talking about how their culture like differs from like typical like Western American whatever. And I was doing research, and the way that children are so much safer in Japan, like children will just like go on like subways and like to parks and like public
yeah.
areas by themselves because it's like a general understanding, like amongst adults, to like protect children. Like it takes like a whole village to take care of them. So like even if it's not your child, like I'm not trying to make seem like, because Japan, every country's got its own problems.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to like glorify Japan because I'm sure they have their own issues, but it is so much safer for children over there.
And anywhere else except for the States, because like France is like that too, where kids will just walk home by themselves after school. Or like walk to swim practice or whatever.
I can't even walk to the gas station without some old man being like, "Hi, you little lemon slice.
Oh, no.
You won't come on with me?"
Yeah.
No. Please leave me alone.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to go over there.
That'd be really cool.
Or like Iceland. I want to see the Northern Lights.
My stomach is really rumbling. I'm sorry. Hello. Yeah.
You want a chocolate bookie?
Chocolate milk.
Yeah, maybe I'll take one now. Thank you. Oh, I still have my gum in.
Just spit it out.
Swallow
There's
it.
a trash can in the
Okay.
bathroom.
We're gonna take a quick intermission real quick.
I'll swallow.
I think we talked about that last episode, did we? Swallowing gum? Or am I like...
We have talked about it before.
Maybe it was off camera.
And we did ridicule Carrie I personally did for swallowing her gum.
What are you doing, man?
You're gonna get
I'm
clogged.
gonna fart bubbles.
No, that's not how it works. It's just gonna stay in your stomach forever.
No, that's not how that works. I got acid in there.
But that's just like rubber.
So I ain't got no tire up in my tummy.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Traffic jam. Oh, and I still have my gummies, too. Oh, shoot.
Gummies? Oh,
Yeah, my fruit snack.
Those were so good. I missed them.
Thanks, man. Okay.
There's more.
Do what?
Thank you for the chocolate big.
Chocolate brick cookie.
Appreciate it, man.
Do what? Dude. I need to stop eating all your snacks, bro.
I don't care. They're not mine.
Like, calm
They're the
down.
communal snacks.
What's your dream place? Oh, sorry, you're eating.
Yeah, come on, man.
Sorry.
I was gonna say Japan, too. But that one's already taken, so...
Yeah, you can't just steal my answer like that.
I know.
You sound like the girl. I saw you sitting with Sarah at lunch today. Why are you cheating on me?
I do want to visit France. France seems really interesting. Yeah.
It's interesting, alright.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's cool.
I want to go to a rainforest, and I want to go see the Northern Lights.
In the same trip,
Yeah. Why not?
I want to see the Northern Lights from the Amazon.
And I also
Sure you
want to
could pull it
go
off somehow.
to Bora Bora. And I want to go to South Korea. And
Oh, I want to go to Korea.
I also want to go to Japan. And I also want to go to
Sounds
Ireland.
like-
Ireland.
I also want to go to Antarctica.
Is there any place you don't want to go?
I really would just like to go to every country at least once. And I want to go to the most raw, open, vulnerable part of the country. I want to get an experience, the true. I don't want to go
You want the real thing.
to some touristy, none such. I want to go, and I want to go right.
I want to go to Australia just to like say that I've been.
That is the That is a different world.
But I'm so scared of Australia.
The creatures there. The fact that spiders can basically be like the whole size of that logo right now.
If you like go on Netflix and watch any kind of like top 10 dangerous animals of the world, all of them are in Australia.
8 out of 10 are like, number 7 coming in from Australia. The hybrid wolf spider. No.
The size of your face. It'll eat you in your
When they're
sleep.
born, they can get up to the size of a whole car windshield.
This spider is known to have killed 20 people.
Number 6.
I can't do it as good as you.
Kangaroos. Who would have thought that kangaroos could be so dangerous? The kangaroo came up to the unsuspecting tourist and kicked it in his back.
Do you hear about those birds that whenever it's mating season, if you like walk by, they'll come and like attack your head?
Unprovoked. They're just mad. Unprovoked. They are mad. Yeah, so Australia is the one place in the world that I have like no interest in going to. What am I going to see? The Opera House? Okay, slay. I can look at pictures. They got oceans, cool. So does Bora Bora.
Sorry, Australia.
Man.
Did you know that kangaroos...
This lovable furry creature is not what it seems.
Bro, you realize that's gonna be stuck with me, right?
You should speak like that for the rest of the episode.
I think I can do that.
Okay.
You gotta start talking like that at work. One of my old managers that was her customer service voice. She would go, "Good morning. What can we get started for you?"
Welcome to Starbucks. Would you like to try our new chocolate chip mint cookie frappuccino?
No, you gotta say chocolate.
Would you like to try our new chocolate dip mint frappuccino?
Oh no.
It sounds like you're singing almost.
What is going on?
Sounds like I'm singing what?
Like to try.
This is my mixtape.
There you go.
But you know who's actually really good at that, except for like the owner of that voice. My sister.
Really?
We'll be on FaceTime, and sometimes when we get like really heated, like we're very like animated speakers, and we'll just like change into like different accents, like whether it be like a hillbilly country accent or speaking with a British accent. It's like almost kind of like tics or something that we have, because we'll just like, it's unintentional.
No, I do that too with myself.
And then she was like, the other day I was on FaceTime with her, and she was like, and then I told Stephanie that she can screw off and take her kid with her. I was like, did you tell her that?
Hello. Everyone watching this one is gonna be like, what is going on?
Bro, is that actually top 10?
We're all falling apart.
Do you have any more questions for us?
Yeah, I do.
Jason, what's your next question?
Okay.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Question number 3. Coming in hot.
Let me see. This will be a good one. Oh man.
Oh.
Shoot. Do you all have any fun trivia? I will start us off. No.
He said soft launch. Y'all want some trivia?
I lied too because
You lied.
yeah, I don't have any trivia just yet. I gotta think of something good.
Yeah,
Do you have one for us?
no.
No. Okay.
Sorry.
Did you know that okay. Give me a theme. Give me a subject. Bless you.
Thank you.
Flowers.
Oh. Did you know that? Um.
Excuse me.
Oh
Bless
man.
you.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's go to the next question.
Wait, I have trivia.
Okay, you go. You go.
You do?
Sorry.
Yes.
Didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, it's fine.
My bad.
My bad.
My bad. Didn't mean to cut you off like that, Carrie.
Sorry, my guy.
Did you all know that there's a type of flower that starts off as blue, and then, in order to alert bees, because they're colorblind, it turns gray in order to alert the bee that there's no more pollen. So the
Wow.
bee knows not to go to that flower.
Helping a buddy out.
Colorblind? I thought they saw color, but just like in different colors.
Maybe that's it.
You're
I can't
gaslighting us.
remember.
You're just lying. You're making it up.
Because if they're colorblind, they wouldn't be able to see the blue in the first place.
What flower changes its color for bees to know that it's not pollinated?
Well. Hello.
That's very thoughtful of them.
Yeah. How friendly.
So it's called a phylogenetic signal, and it's not a... Okay, so the original article I read it on, it's not like a specific type of flower. It's most flowers will like dim the color of their petals in order to like alert bees that there's no more pollen for them to collect.
Mhm.
That is so cool and so slay of nature. She did that. Did you know that only 3% of our oceans have been investigated?
3%? No.
97% of our oceans are still undiscovered.
No, it's not 97.
Mm-hmm.
I guess now that you've brought up oceans, maybe I can give out some like ship trivia.
Ship
Yeah.
trivia.
What's a good one?
Are you fact checking me, miss?
Calling you
No.
out, man.
My brother texted me and said, why does Kentucky have a little circle in Missouri?
Oh!
Do you know what he's
Shoot!
talking
Oh
about?
man, this is perfect! This is perfect! Why does Kentucky... So, I think it had to do with improper mapping. And, to make a very... What is it called? Like, the Kentucky Bend, I think?
Oh.
So,
This?
yeah. Yeah, because it's completely detached. And it was
yeah.
because of,
So
like,
part of
poor
Kentucky's
mapping
in
and then...
Missouri, technically?
Yeah,
Pretty
but
much,
it's
yeah.
Kentucky.
Yeah.
It's like, look, this right here, this is all Kentucky, but then this is Missouri, but then this right here is Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
And it just gets cut off by the
You could
river.
just go from one end of the lake to the other part of the lake, and then boom, you're in two different states.
That's a river. That ain't no lake.
That well, gonna take the canoe down onto the river.
Gonna go down the river to bears.
Hey, I fact check.
Heck.
Less than 10%.
You said it was...
You said 3%.
Yeah. You did get fact checked
Okay,
right there.
is that actually true though, or are they just lying to us?
Girl, there is so much of the ocean that we don't even know about.
Why
We
not?
know more about space than we do the ocean.
Okay, but why? The ocean's like right here. Why don't we just go like look at it?
Because there is, I don't really know actually. It says why is 95% of the ocean is unexplored, so it's 5%.
That's awful. That's so scary.
Did you guys know that some, like, rubber bales from an old World War II shipwreck started washing ashore in Brazil and Texas and Florida? I bet you didn't know that.
I didn't actually.
Yeah.
Did you say rubber bales?
Yeah,
I
like
heard
little...
they sealed off one of Pearl Harbor's.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because there was one which was still leaking oil after all
Uh-huh.
this time.
Yeah, just I think it was last year. They sealed it off.
What am I... Hello?
Sorry.
Did we reach an hour?
It's been 45 minutes,
Oh.
so we can keep going for a little bit.
Okay. We should have a special where it's like 24 hours long. Let's do it right now. Just kidding.
24-hour podcast challenge.
Here we
Just do a 24-hour
go.
live stream.
I feel like we could do it, honestly.
I
feel
think
like
we could.
sit here and talk for that long.
That'd be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Carrie could definitely stay awake.
I bet if you read that really, really slowly,
I bet if I
wanna
read
take
that
all
and
day.
changed the T's to D's and the D's to T's, I could do it.
Yeah. You guys ready for a new question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is this the last one?
Maybe.
Okay.
Oh, I guess it'll have to be. Dang.
Just choose a good one. And if not,
choose a
then we
good
can
one.
speedrun a couple.
Okay. Well, let's talk about some music.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If you guys had to name one singular album, which was like, this is wicked, you know? Like, there's good music, and then there's music which is really like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know? Like, powerful. I don't know.
Yeah.
You guys have to name one, you know? And why. You have to explain your answer too. Okay, well, maybe you don't have to explain if you don't want to.
I feel like mine would either be
I love that one.
what's the the Aerosmith album with the song Brown Sugar, and or is that the Rolling Stones? Hold on.
Back to Google. Well, I
Brown
guess.
Sugar Shaken Espresso.
Hello. No.
Was this for us personally, or like as a society? What do you think our best album is?
Oh. Good question, actually. I was thinking us personally, but maybe like
Okay.
I don't know. I guess if you guys had to choose
That's
one.
what it is.
I do like that.
The Sticky Finger album by the
Sticky
Rolling
Fingers.
Stones. Like, that is the album, because I grew up mostly listening to, like, old country, classic rock, and, like, classical pieces. And, like, the Rolling Stones was kind of, like, the big opener for me to, like, actually start getting into music, and what kind of, like, allowed me to, like, form my own tastes aside from like what my parents listened to, and like kind of delve into like my favorite genres and artists and my love for music, and you know, that whole corny spiel.
Heck yeah.
Rolling Stones, Sticky Fingers, come home, Brown Sugar.
Do you want to go next, or should I be next?
You go
Up to
ahead.
you. Okay. So I've been into cassette tapes lately, and there's this one I've gotten by. Wait, did that? Okay, there's one I bought by Wise Blood, which I've heard of her before, but I've never really listened to her music, and I just saw this one by chance at a little record store, and I was like, what the heck? I'll go ahead and get it, and like, whoa, it's really good. It's
Yay.
I won't say it made me emotional, but like
But it made you emotional.
maybe
Aw.
it's like, I don't know, every now and then I just come across an artist or a song which is like, whoa, you know?
Resonates with you.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, a lot of her songs, I don't know if I can like personally relate to them. I wouldn't say that, but it's like, I guess when some artists have the ability to sort of like really, what's the word I'm looking for?
Draw you in.
Yeah, I guess so.
Capture like a specific feeling.
Yeah. I don't know. I think she does it really well. Anyone out there is curious, the album is called And in the Darkness Hearts Aglow. Good listen, not bad.
I'll have to check that
We'll
out.
go see her live. She's playing in Louisville in August, actually, and I'm probably gonna go.
We should go.
I think we should.
We should all go.
Shoot. Okay, let's do it.
Unless you don't want us to come.
Yeah, we did just kind of like invite ourselves.
Hello? No, I'm down.
We're like,
I'm
all right, yeah, we're going.
I may cry during one of the songs, but it's okay. You all don't have to look at me during that. It's fine.
I literally cried at the. I actually never mind.
Okay.
I cry at work at least once a week, so
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't think I'm in any place to judge anyone for crying.
You're good. Well, I think we should do it
How much are the
because
tickets? That would be so much fun.
I'll have to look that up.
I'll look it up right now.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
Yep.
Uh-huh. You want to type it in?
Sure.
Slay.
Mm-hmm.
While we're looking this up, Avery.
Yeah, man, go for it.
I don't really have an answer as good as you guys.
Oh, come on, man.
I was just gonna say some albums I like, but
Yeah, that's fine.
That does work.
Music is different for everybody. I know you like Cave Town.
I was thinking about Cape Town. I really like Punisher by Phoebe Bridgers.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one album that I've listened to where I've loved every song on the album. Because normally every other album, there's like one or two songs that I skip. And like I don't skip any of the songs on that one.
I feel like, I don't know about you, but for some reason I feel like they always go in like a specific order too. Like the ones that I skip, there's like one near the beginning, like one kind of near the end, technically in the middle, and then like the very last song I'm like, okay.
I feel like mine are always middle ones.
Bro,
Hello?
Yeah, we gotta go to that.
general
Let's
admission
do it.
floor? Bro, even if we
Shoot.
got like premium general admission, it's
That's pretty
$50.
We should
So
be,
we're going.
I think we should get there a day before the doors open, so we'll be the very first ones in line.
Oh, you want to camp out?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay,
Actually, I don't know. I don't know if I'm made for that.
I'm down.
My brother is gonna see, oh man. These are always hard for me to pronounce. I can say his name. No, I'm gonna embarrass myself.
You got it.
It's Hosier. Yeah, I did
yeah.
it. Hey.
There you go.
I can never pronounce it, so I'm always like, oh.
I like
But
that
yeah.
guy.
He's playing in Louisville, I think next month maybe?
Whoa.
Is it next?
Really?
No. I don't know. Anyways, he's gonna camp out and pretty much be like the very first person in the door. So yeah,
Slay.
I love
we
that.
should follow in his footsteps.
My brother, still talking about the little circle in Kentucky, he said, can you go look at it for me?
Does he know how far that is? That's like 5 or I think even
That's
6
like
hours away.
the exact opposite of other side of Kentucky that we're on.
It's kind of funny though, because I do really want to visit that area.
There's probably
Sounds
like nothing
weird.
there.
There isn't anything there, but it's like, I don't know. It
It's a
seems,
little circle.
yeah. So, okay. I've kind of checked it out in like Google Street View, you know, and it seems distinctly Midwestern, yet it also just looks very Southern at the same time because you have like pines and kudzu, but then you have like flat fields. Hello. I don't know. I'm going off on a tangent here. Hey, yo.
Oh.
Hello? He's hanging out.
Could you imagine leaving your like childhood stuffy in your hotel room and you come back and the maids were like,
Let me set this up real now.
Just watching TV, man.
Do you have a last question for us?
Do I have a last?
One more.
Yeah, okay, I do have one. So, for anyone watching, with this, okay, so we did the one episode. Did you all record another episode in between this one and, okay, cool. Okay, so for anyone watching, and if you remember me talking about my buddy Will during the last episode and how I was gonna, like, interview him. Will, if you're watching, like, everything's come full circle, man. So I asked him a question, which I'm going to ask you all as well. Maybe you can like ponder over the thought. Do you think that there is such a thing as objectively bad art, or is it all entirely subjective? You know, like, is there bad art? Is there no bad art? Is it just
Bad is subjective.
I think there is bad art. Like, objectively bad. You want to square up?
I'm caught
Expand
in the
on
middle
that.
here.
I think, well, not like... Hold on.
Art is a very unusual concept, and it's
Yeah.
always up to one's creative mind, and there's always the sub pretext of some artists are making art that is purposely bad to initiate conversation, and then there's the ones that are doing it and maybe they know it's bad, but they're doing it in a pretentious way, yada yada yada, so on and so forth. And then there's like your standard non-abstract forms of art, like landscape, portrait, realism, whatever. Even things that would be standardly considered good could be seen as ugly through someone who views art in a different manner.
Yeah.
So someone who has like a very like left abstract brain who creates non-traditional pieces could find traditional art very ugly.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that the art piece is actually ugly.
I don't mean that. I think that art is subjective, and that almost all art can't be objectively bad, but like depending on what the art is and like the reason behind it, it could be bad. Like if someone isn't creating like to be creative or like
Like
for
how
themselves.
celebrities create brands is like a money grab, and they
Yeah.
don't put like any
That's
like
like bad art.
attention
Yeah.
to like their product.
Yeah.
They're just doing it for the money.
Yeah.
And because they have something attached to it that people inherently want to buy because it's
Yeah.
them.
When it's like the quality is bad and like the reason behind it, like they don't care about it and like it looks bad. Like
I hate how a lot of authors will do that too. Like they'll have like a string of novels and like a series that are like really good. But then they can't create anything that like hits just as well as that, but they'll still reach for money grabs. It's like, or like they'll take whatever was good and try to do spin-offs and spin-off and spin-off of it. Leave that good thing alone.
yeah.
Move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
That was your moment, that was your baby, you did that, that's great. Move on.
Yeah. Like I think with like paintings and like sculptures and more like traditional fine arts, it's a lot harder to tell if something is like good or bad. But like with books or like films, I feel like something can be objectively bad.
I could go down a rabbit hole.
Oh.
But it's like, because who's even to say what in art is good or bad?
Yeah.
Like, because everyone's mind is different, and something that I find aesthetically pleasing could be something that could cause you sensory overload or make you want to vomit. Like, I like very like dark pieces, like Goya's art, like later art. I really enjoy.
Yeah.
But like a lot of other people might prefer his more light religious pieces that he did in the beginning of his career. Excuse
Bless
me.
you.
Bless you.
And I find them ugly. But that's another interesting thing.
Yeah.
How multifaceted artists are. Like, they could have one collection where I'm like, man, that's sick. Like, I really enjoy what you're doing. And they can come out with a second generation of their art, and I could be like, man, you were you high when you made this, bro?
What are you doing?
What you doing, big dog? Why'd you do that? That's kind of ugly, but respect.
Yeah. I think something can be like ugly and like not nice to look at, but still not be like objectively bad.
Is it like kitschy? Where it's like something is like ugly, but like you kind of like, you still can't help but like find yourself liking it.
Yeah, like ugly, but like kind of in a cute way.
Yes, ugly.
Yeah.
Like how, like for me, that's how Crocs are. Like with like all my little like tacky ass like gibbets and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
girl, they're ugly. They don't go with anything, but like also, damn, that's kind of cute.
Yeah.
Like I love my Crocs.
Yeah. What do you think, man?
What do I think?
Yeah.
Oh man. I don't know. I guess I have an example. And again, Will, if you're watching this,
Hi,
we
Will.
kind of
Will.
yeah, hey Will. This all makes sense. If you're not Will, you're probably like, who is that guy?
Who is that guy?
Tell me right about it.
There's a photographer whose work I really admire. His name's William Eggleston. And I don't know. He's kind of, even now, still like a really controversial guy. It's like one of those people who you either love or hate. Because at the time, he had a show at the Museum of Modern Art in 1976. And like, this is also a whole rabbit hole I could go down into, but I'm not going to discuss it now. I could nerd out, but I won't. Anyways, it received really, really horrible reviews. It was like the worst show of the year.
Oof.
And now this man's he's almost like a legend in the whole field of photography now. And I don't know. I really like his work, but it's the sort of stuff where it all depends on what you are interested in and what your tastes are,
Yeah.
I suppose. So, yeah, I guess that answers the question. Is it? Okay, cool. Yeah. Thank you. Round of applause for myself. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
I think my camera died again.
Oh, no.
Rest in peace, brother.
I'm seeing a pattern here.
Well,
Alright, you guys want to wrap it up?
Sure.
yeah.
Thanks for coming back on, Jason.
Thank you, Jason.
Thank you guys for having me. Thank you so
Anytime.
much. Yeah, been fun. Been
It's been a
fun.
blast.
It's been a real joy. It's been great.
We gotta do an ASMR.
Yes.
We have to do an ASMR episode. With
Thanks for tuning in with us. There we go.
I think that's a good ending.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching and listening. And
Bye.
bye.
Bye.